Thanks for swinging by the channel, taking the time to check out my latest episode. This episode, I am going to feature yet another in-state Ohio beer. One from 50 West Brewing Company out of Cincinnati, Ohio, just south of me, an hour and a half south. Right down there on the Ohio-Kentucky border is where Cincinnati is located. And this here is their Jam Out. So 50 West Brewing Company out of Cincinnati, Ohio. This is a Berliner Weisse style beer called Jam Out. So I brought up the iPad here because I wanted to do read a couple things off of here. So it's called Mixed Berry Sour Ale at 4.1% alcohol by volume. And it's got the typical 50 West landmarks across there, Route 55 or 50 West traveling through the United States. You see different little landmarks across the top there. Always cool. Always very cool. Says, turn it up to 11. It's time for a jam sesh. A jam-inspired sour brewed with a mixed berry medley. This can is just over 2 months old. And on Untapped, just a little bit of the information on Untapped. It says, this mixed berry Berliner Weisse was brewed with Pilsner and Wheat malt before an addition of lactose. Fermented with a tropical yeast and souring culture, we then conditioned this beer on blackberry, blueberry, and raspberry. Expect a fruit-forward, jammy beer brightened with a clean and firm acidity, which is then rounded out by a dry finish. Sounds fantastic. That sounds absolutely amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this here. Now, I'd say fresh fruit, real fruit. I don't know if it's real fruit or not, so I'll give it a roll anyway. But I'm going to use the 50 West Brewing Company shaker pint glass right here. I'm going to crack this thing open, get it in this glass here, and while I'm doing that, hit that notification bell, become a subscriber if you're not already. I'd appreciate that very much. Now, I'm not sure what the color is actually going to be on this. Part of me thinks it might be a darker color, but let's find out together. Yeah, definitely not a dark color, but we are, it does have that juicy color to it, almost a pinkish hue to it, and that head did not last. The whole time I'm pouring it, it was just fizzing away just like a soda would. And honestly, I get a lot of berry aroma already floating around here in the air. So I think there's going to be a lot of, like it says there, blackberry, raspberry, blueberry type of stuff. So before I get a nose on it, just a murky to a hazy. I don't know if that's, look at that there. So up here it looks kind of cloudy. And then it gets really dark about here in the middle, and then it kind of gets that cloudiness again there. Very unique color to this one here. It almost looks like just like a strawberry type of juice. If you ever had like actual strawberry juice, it's kind of what it very much looks like right there. So I'm gonna get a nose on this. Yeah, nothing but berry. I get the blueberry in here. It's just really nice. Blueberry, raspberry, blackberry. Blueberry, blackberry have a very similar aroma to me anyway. So I definitely get that blueberry, blackberry-ness, a little bit of a tartar raspberry coming off of this. Very sweet. Smells like it's going to be very sweet. It gives those that nose. It just says, yeah, this is going to be a sweet jam beer. Interesting. Nothing else really, but just like a juiciness coming off of it. That's pretty much about it there. So I'm gonna get a drink on it. Okay, wow. They're calling this a Berliner Weisse. But this drinks a lot like a kettle sour. You get that sensation from it. You get this bittery tartness up front, and as it passes through the palate, it just full on kicks into sour mode. By the time it does leave the back half of the palate, it does finish very dry, almost a wine or a cider type of finish to it. So, the raspberry, blueberry, blackberry that's there, it's just like a mash, like a mashup of those type of flavors there. I could say I pick it out, the raspberry, the blueberry, the blackberry, whatever one you want to say I can identify with, you're going to pick that up in here. But it does very much have that sweet to tart and then just sourness. It's all kind of rolled in there together. You know, like I said, front tart, sweet tartness. Midway through the palate, it just starts getting sour, sour, sour. By the time it hits the back, full-blown sour, well carbonated. This is a very, very crisp, prickly tongue fill. As it warms up, I'm gonna get a little bit more of the fruit opening up, I would imagine here. But this is one that you could pull out of a tub of ice on a warm day and just sit out there and drink. It's 4.1%. It's an absolute crusher at that. If you like sours, tart, sour beers, this is an absolute crusher, which I do like them. If you're not a fan of sour beers, like, you probably won't get into this because this is very, very sour, which I think is amazing. Jumping into scoring this, I'm going to actually, out of 5, I like this. I'm going to give this 4.25 out of 5. This is damn good. It's damn tasty. I think this might be a seasonal release. Does it say on here? It doesn't say whether it's year-round or seasonal or anything like that. For some reason, I was thinking this was like a seasonal type of thing. And it's from 50 West. I honestly, I can't remember if I've seen it before this year or not. But yeah, it's good. I recommend it. If you're a fan of sours, you will dig this. If you're a fan of berry, raspberry, blueberry, blackberry, you're going to dig this. And if you're not a fan of sours, this probably isn't going to be your thing. So, hey, anyhow, like I said earlier, notification bell, like button, drop a comment, would be much appreciated, and become a subscriber if you're not. Thanks for watching.